Hello again, traders. This is Footy Trader from myfootballtrading.com, and this is part 2 of the analysis of this weekend's games. This should be a shorter video because I won't be going through the introduction. I won't be explaining a lot what this spreadsheet is doing. I did that in the earlier video for Premier League. In this video, we are looking at La Liga. So I have this second tab opened. I have all the games ready. I have the categories of teams. I have the teams listed, and let's see what the market is telling us. Again, if you need information on a little bit of background information, check the earlier video that I recorded for Premier League. Everything is explained there. Okay, so just jumping to the games, but before we jump into the games, the categories. Okay. So, how would you rank the items? How would you, the teams, how would you categorize them? We have number 1 to number 7, and let's see. So again, this is just my feeling, how I see the teams. You can do it completely in a completely different way. But for me, Real Madrid and Barcelona, they are both number 1 teams, so 2 Ferraris in La Liga. Number 2 for me is Atletico Madrid, and what else? Number 2 is Atletico Madrid, and number 3 there will be a couple of teams. Number 3 number 3 for me is Real Sociedad, is Betis, is maybe Athletic Bilbao and Villarreal, kind of. Okay, then number 4 for me, number 4 Valencia. Who else do we have? Sevilla. We have, I'm looking at the teams, we have Rayo Vallecano, who is second in the table with 2 wins. And then I remember they were high in the table last season as well. I will, let's say it's number 4. Okay. Let's see from the bottom now. Number 7, okay, probably teams like Granada, teams like Almeria, and what else? Okay, now let me do it different. Now, number 6, I will take number 6, Cadiz, Getafe, Las Palmas. Okay. And okay, number 5. Let's see the remaining: Mallorca, Osasuna, Alaves, Celta Vigo, Girona. Let's see if that makes sense. Maybe I will change something. Girona, Vallecano, Valencia, Sevilla. Girona is not bad. They had a draw against Real Sociedad. They defeated. So Girona, I will go with number 4 for this evaluation. Celta Vigo, number 5, makes sense. Alaves as well. Osasuna, yep. And Mallorca, how is Mallorca doing? Mallorca, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see. So these are my categories, right? Again, I'm repeating myself, but you can disagree with this analysis. Feel free to do that. And let's now have a look at the odds and the games. Las Palmas, Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, Celta Vigo. These are the games from today. The odds have changed a little bit. So I'm using let me update them. Celta Vigo is 4.6. And it's funny because Real Madrid is now 1.76. Okay. Right, Athletic Bilbao Betis is 192 and 402. Okay, this will definitely be on my watch list, I'm sure. Granada Mallorca 266 299. Cadiz Almeria 225 333. Vallecano Atletico Madrid 403 196. Interesting. Villarreal and Barcelona 353 and Barcelona 205. Sevilla and Girona 208 361. And Valencia Osasuna, we have 191, sorry, and Osasuna 430, and Getafe Alaves 226 and 379. All right, I think that's it. Yes, so let's go. Okay, so the first one, Athletic Bilbao and Betis, and this is my observation, and not only from this season, but also from the past season, and it is that Betis is, I don't know, but the probability of Betis winning games is this is an underrated team in my opinion. I don't know why, but the markets constantly underrate Betis. So if I would say that Athletic Bilbao, Betis, okay, they are probably evenly matched, but the market is telling me that Athletic Bilbao is twice as better team. Yeah. They are saying that Athletic Bilbao 52% of winning chances, and Betis would win only 24 games out of 100. This is something I don't agree with. So this is on my checklist. Real Madrid, Celta Vigo, I think these are good odds, 176. I don't think I would argue with this evaluation. Some may say it's too high, but okay, but what's the target? 1.5? 145? If there is an edge, it's minimal. I would leave it alone. Granada Mallorca. So here, for example, so the market is clearly telling us here that these are two evenly matched teams. They have a very equal-ish chance of winning, right? Mallorca 33, Granada 37, but we have assessed it differently. Mallorca number 5, Granada number 7. So the question is there a value in laying Granada, right? Again, I don't know what will happen. Is there a value in laying Granada is the question. So let's see if there's something in the recent results that would maybe justify those odds. Okay, so what happened? Here are the games. Granada defeated by Rayo 2-0 and Atletico Madrid 3-1. Mallorca, they lost with Villarreal 1-0. They drew with Las Palmas. I don't know. Nah. Okay, Villarreal was all over them. I'm not touching this game because I don't want to invest at this early stage of the season in the teams of this quality. So you may argue that, okay, Mallorca is a better team for you than Granada and there is a value of laying Granada. I will, however, let it go. This one, 195. These odds dropped. Yeah, they were more than 2. Now they are 195. So it's 51% not involved in this one. Almeria, Cadiz. This is interesting. Again, okay, we are looking at number 6, number 7. So very poor car brands. If you recall the analogy, and okay, the market is telling you that Cadiz is better than Almeria. You don't want really to get involved in these games because these teams the performance is really poor. you can argue that Almeria is better and therefore you should lay Cadiz, but again, investing in teams of this caliber is just risky, and I'm not going to do that in those very early stages of the season, so that's a no for me. Atletico Madrid, Rayo Vallecano, 196. Okay, Atletico Madrid, twice as better team. I would agree with that. Villarreal, Barcelona. It's funny because in the last season you wouldn't really see too many games where Barcelona would be higher than 2 odds, right? This is the case here, right? So 48%. Basically, 48%. Barcelona beating Villarreal, 46%. The market is probably, and I'm trying to pull the results, the market is probably remembering that 0-0 draw against Getafe, right? But the Barcelona beat Cadiz 2-0. Not a very brilliant win. It was 0-0 at halftime. They were struggling, right? They scored at 82nd minute. Villarreal lost to Betis. They won with Mallorca. I will let this run. If probably the Barcelona fans would probably back Barcelona at 2.05 against Villarreal, I will let it go. I think it's too early to be sure what will happen. I can't say much about Barcelona after those 2 games. Yeah, so I will let it go. So that will be a no for me as well. Sevilla, this one is interesting, right? Because, okay, 2 of those, both teams are green in my analysis, but again, the market evaluation is completely different. And why is that happening? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so in the table, Sevilla is at the very bottom. They lost 2 games, 2-1 against Valencia and 4-3 against Alaves. Girona drew against Real Sociedad and they defeated Getafe 3-0. This is an interesting one, yeah, because Sevilla not in a big form. I don't know. In this one, I don't know. I will add it to the watch list. However, because I don't know if Sevilla would won 48 games out of 100 in the form and in the shape they are now. I don't know. So I will give it a yes and see the team news, see what happens closer to the game. Valencia, Osasuna makes sense, right? Valencia number 4, Osasuna number 5. You have similar odds. Sorry, not similar, but Valencia being twice as good as Osasuna. That makes sense. And here, Getafe being better than Alaves. Again, it's the situation number 5, number 6. 2 teams that are performing poorly. I don't think it is right time to invest in those teams. So this is a no, and this is a no. Yeah, and this one for Barcelona, I will change it to yes. I will keep it on the watch list, right? And we'll see, again, we'll see the team news, we'll see the starting 11, and I will also see what will happen with those odds, right? and whether this probability changes in any way, and then I'll make a decision. Okay, so La Liga match day number 3, we have, or I have, Athletic Bilbao Betis. I think this is the strongest one for me. It's just not true that Betis would win 24 games out of 100 against Atletico. And then these two, which are, Sevilla, Girona, and Barcelona, Villarreal, something to consider. Not 100% sure that I will enter the market there, subject to further analysis. This one, however, it's very likely that I will enter. Okay. All right. Okay, I hope you liked this analysis. The other leagues will follow. Big weekend ahead of us. Stay tuned, guys, and always stay green. Thank you very much.